Good morning. If you don't mind, will all of the citizens of Brownsville, Tennessee, please stand? In 1975, as my mother and I stood on the steps of the Haywood County Courthouse in Brownsville, Tennessee, waiting for the big parade, it was the first Saturday in May. Along came Reverend Clay Evans in the finest motorcade that I've ever seen. With him in tow was Reverend Jesse Jackson. Brownsville stood still that day. We were in admiration for one of our own. He had left for the big city and returned home to help. You see, the Reverend Clay Evans know and understand that everyone is not able to be high achievers. He realized that family hardships can sometimes distract the student and hinder progress. He himself was one of those students, but he looked back, came back, and gave back. I am the 12th of 12 children. We lost our father when I was 12. By the time that 1978 came, we were wondering, what would I do? What would I do for college? Because 9 siblings had gone on before me. During the 1978 award ceremony at Haywood High School in Brownsville, Tennessee, the name Sarita Hafford and the Clay Evans Scholarship Foundation was rang loud in my ears. I nearly fell going to get it. All I heard was scholarship, and then I thought, me? I wasn't a high achiever, so I wondered, who thought of me? During the 70s, funds for African American students were scarce. And here comes Reverend Evans to change the lives of hundreds of children in Brownsville, Tennessee. Currently, we are CEOs of major corporations, attorneys, politicians, educators, social workers, PhD holders, and we have changed the world and made it a better place because of the help of one man that left the hot, dusty Woodlawn community with a suitcase and a dream. He has given thousands of dollars to hundreds of students, just like myself. I take pride today as the president of the Brownsville, Tennessee chapter of the Reverend Clay Evans Scholarship Foundation, an assignment that I do not take lightly. During the Father's Day weekend this year, executive board members and myself visited the home of Reverend Evans. As we were preparing to leave, everyone was gathering their things and heading out the door, and Reverend grabbed my hand, and when I went back, he looked me in the eyes, and he said, "Full steam ahead." And we all knew what that meant. I want to thank Reverend Evans' family for sharing him with us for 44 years, escorting him to Brownsville to our annual Reverend Clay Evans Day, being with him as we dedicated a portion of State Highway 19, the Reverend Clay Evans Road. And many, many times, all we had to do was call, and Miss Ludella would gather a bus load and bring a choir to Woodlawn Missionary Baptist Church that would shake the rafters. Thank you, Miss Ludella. Reverend Evans' legacy is growing as I speak. Hundreds more Haywood High School graduates are waiting for what he will give to assist them in the progress that they have set forth. Reverend Evans looked back to help students like me, the average student, who would otherwise probably not have gotten a scholarship. Of all the people in the world, it was him who have helped thousands of us to get the scholarship to make this world a better place. Reverend Evans, I love you. I love you, sir. Ta-ta.